off to the side, chunks a few of them down, but Vistola's taking out the mech early. Gonna have to go aggressive here, trying to turn the tide of the fight, but already it is the London Spitfire who absorb the aggression. It'll be a team fight win for them as well off the back of it.
Yeah, that early D-Mech on Vistola was so...
Back off around the corner. Another power drive comes through, but that's the pulse bomb stick, and that is on Khan. Wonderful target to be found there. Tactical Visors traded out. That's Sparky getting the better of his opposition. The London Spitfire should be able to hold on to this one quite comfortably.
There's that patch change as well. The Tac Visor having no fall-off damage. You can just shred people from so far.
Preemptively going to be using that Transcendence to try and at least get a bit of space, but Kellex just wanders, backpedals right into it. Enough damage as soon as able to collect up this kill. Has the follow-up as well. No more recall available. He's going to be chased down here pretty heavily. Needs the heals, but gets the D-Mech instead. Still alive. Should be the team fight win eventually, but London going to be happy with that, getting 99% in the process. Hasn't been able to get too much done at all. In fact, the power driver from Darnie trades his life for it, but they do take out Reaper. That's just the spam coming in from afar. Still Transcendence coming in. Naga again with another kill, evens it up. Shaq's still putting in some decent work, but no one's really pressuring him. And look at this damage he's putting out. Helix Rocket jumps up to the side as well to meet the rest of his team.
And that backline can survive. Sparker needed the trans earlier than that.
And the mines take out Shax as well. I mean, double support outs is all well and good, but if your players are dead, you got nobody to heal. Naga being pressured out heavily, but look at that. He's already got the heals available for him. Losing this many players and the pulse one on top sooner, just closing this one out for the rest of the team. This is going to be the round going to the Paris Eternal. London, who's with him to use it, might not need it. He's just trying to follow up on a bit of the damage. That's a wonderful stick. Right around the corner, just zips around. Slaps him on the shoulder, says, see ya. Right back to the respawn queue.
Take some pressure away from the rest of his team, make some space. London are just stuffing them.
Yep, power drive into the back there. London playing very aggressively. The mines drop down as well, but they've already lost a lot of their players. I don't think this is really a winnable fight.
They need some objectives.
Eternal does just somehow find those windows of opportunity. And the damage as soon as doing right now, the support's just locked up into the corner with nowhere to run. It's an easy pulse bomb for Suna. Collecting it up. That's the overtime burning, but eventually the flip goes over to...
I want to see, but they're not going for it. They're going for this Dragon Strike engage instead. But it does offer London a lot of space to work with.
Almost perfect there. Nice little boop off to the side. Potentially catching him. Yeah, Kellex took way too much damage from that. He's going to be going down off the back of this one as Sparker still trying to hit a couple of these arrows, but already too many kills going the way of the Paris Eternal here means that they are going to be the victors. The Paris just back off. Patience. The play from them, just able to bide their time, wait it out, and now they can come in with the ultimates. You see the Transcendence being used. With the D-Mech and the rally coming through as well. The Dragon Strike ripping through them. Dawn goes down to the mines here, but Hattie's going to be traded out. Shax, though, back in the fight, back in the action, and now they can follow up on this damage. The remake killed over. Stola takes out Molfig. It's a bit of a rarity to see that with the compositions we're playing, but Shax, he knows he has to play the point, but the fight might already be lost. The sole player to try and keep this overtime going. They've got way too many players. It's going to be so difficult for them, but not an impossibility. Shaq's still on the battlefield, but he's being marked down now. Vistola has been so good at this time and time again. He really can't do too much there. Nice little self-destruct to push them off, but Khan, perfect timing with that one, just sends the volleys across, and that is going to be the mount. In fact, Spark as well with the neutral hack. Could get it onto Vistola, but no one's able to really do anything at all. Shax goes down to the Stray Icicle. The point's already played up to 2 ticks here. It's going to be really difficult now for the London Spitfire to try and contest this. In fact, they seem a bit disjointed in the matter. A bit undecided in terms of how they want to be engaging onto this one. That's a very fast cap, Josh.
Yeah, this is... There's no chance it goes the way of the London Spitfire, and Paris have 6 minutes in the time.
Off to the side there. Shield's being held up. That is the wall. Yeah, Reaper gets caught right against the spawn door there. Shadow almost online for Dan as well, but all he needs to do is really hold up the shield here. Buy a bit of space for the rest of his team. That's going to be the second tick available to them with that, and Matrix into the back line. Khan is just wrecking havoc across the battlefield here. Another D-Mech comes through. The Shatter off to the side. Someone needs to deal with Shax off onto the one end of the spectrum. There's the EMP being sent out across the point, but it's really not going to be any sort of follow-up right now for the London Spitfire. Still, they have ultimates and they're committing them. The Nano Boost, the Rally, the Primal, everything coming into this one to try and turn this fight around, but the Blizzard just locking them all up. Shax's still onto the point, causing a bit of damage, but eventually he's going to go down. Up to the side, London doing a pretty reasonable job of just buying as many seconds as they possibly can here. Molfig so low. Seems like he's been in and out of the mech multiple times now, but it's not going to matter in the end. 4 minutes, 50.
I mean, the backline is such a weird pick from the London as well. Oh, Khan with the snipe, and the Bione just takes him down. Here's that objective pressure. But yeah, just to return to my point there, the backline for the London Spitfire, with the Ana and the Bap, you almost never see those two working together. They have very little innate synergy between the two picks. That could have been a bit worrying if Pistola was hacked there, but that's not the case, and he continues to harass the little flankers from London.
But they've in places in terms of when they want to try and essentially heal each other. The nano boost onto Naga, right into the back, that's the barrage. Just waited for the immortality field to get used as well, preemptively there. It's an easy little two-piece. They're going to give up space onto the point in order to create that play, but with the support line...
Shax to clean up after an EMP, I guess, but I don't think London know what they're doing right now.
He doesn't have recall, doesn't have blinks, he can't get into the fight, and I mean, Paris just jump on the opportunity. They realize, okay, well, your backline's not going to be really able to get peeled for at all by Shax. The DPS can't follow up into this team fight. In fact, they don't even deny the res, so Khan's back into the action again. Another D-mech. It's going to be the self-destruct at least. Off into the side. Moffat just can't get back into the mech in time. Scrabble points it is, but there's the EMP though. It does catch onto Naga. That's quite good, but the heals are even better. The Paris Eternal keeping him up still. Shax's in the fight now. Darn falls. Could be an opening for them. That barrage comes through, but Moffat just not able to really eat up a tremendous amount of it. In fact, he's going to be taken out of the mech. D-mech'd. Damage off onto the side. Has to get out of there. Nice little fadeaway rocket. That's going to be then pushed away. Bit of a tragic lack of pressure available to them with the flashbang as well. Yeah, right around the side here. You can see them trying to set something up, but that's Hattie getting red. Gets the power drive off onto the side, but that's a quick little headshot still. Oh my god. Going to be taken down pretty quickly there. Paris Eternal, the longer they drag this one out, the better it could become for them, and they have really just baited in a lot of aggression. Have to still be careful though, they don't want to overstep themselves, but a picture-perfect wall. Naga's been excellent with these all series long, just wonderful placement. And this is going to be a bit of a capture here. They're going to be able to contest this one up. The freeze locking up Hardy is never ideal for the London Spitfire. Can he get out of it?
Yeah, it's coming back in.
Coming straight through. Morpher get a bit of the off angle here, just pumping in those micro rockets. That's going to be the Transcendence Force though. Good presence of mind from Vestola to find that one, but again, another icicle. Straight to the cranium. That Shax removed from the fight. One of the carry potentials, one of the really sole win conditions, it feels like at times, for the London Spitfire, just taken out and removed. a couple of whiffs there. He's laughing at it. Engagements, but eventually they do burst through. That's a great attempt there. The EMP really finding a bit of value, at least as they get that kill onto Darth.
Pretty large value, yeah. I think the EMP shut down the supercharger there as well. Naga's still going to invest the Blizzard. Paris believe that they can win this. And Onigod finds the pick on the break. That could absolutely do it.
It could do it, but still, Shax is in the fight. Ready and waiting to follow up on all this damage that's being done, and he is doing a tremendous job at that. Still, ultimate's being committed. Drijo putting the rally in. That's a self-destruct indoors, right up close and personal. Onigod could not go anywhere. Pistola getting D-mech'd on the tail end of it as well. Now they can really just start to apply some pressure. I think this is Paris getting ahead of themselves ever so slightly. Throwing in ultimates. You
gotta work on that.
Yeah. 12 PM. Oh my goodness, he's on a tear. Off to the side, Sparker, when he was falling down off the side of the map, taken out pretty quickly, and he really just looks unfazed by what's just happened. Clicking heads like it's normal.
Yeah, that is really good for the Paris Eternal towards the latter half of this season, even though the team hasn't been doing as well. I mean, actually, the second half of the season has been pretty decent for them overall, but Onigod really has been doing well. They ran a lot of this to go toe-to-toe with long-range options from Onigod and Naga.
That's a good engagement as well. Moncourt, a lot of it getting ate up, but they've got the damage. Shax playing around. It's so difficult as well to try and play against some of these targets. You can see how tanky they are. Naga was surviving for so long there when he had two players marking him, but
maybe combo it with the Deadeye coming out from Onigod, see if they can get a free pick. That is a good dominant combo.
Yeah, really nice from the London Spitfire. Shoving the ultimates in. The Dragon Strike pushes the positioning back. Obviously, the Pulse Bomb forced out the Immortality field. They had nothing to really just mitigate all of that being used. Good heads up.
Khan heals up Dan, manages to get up close to another Ant Matrix maybe by the end of this fight. Dan is tanking, oh, but he's been caught.
Oh, he did a cartwheel, that's absurd. Dan just sent straight off to the side. The Olympics is over. I don't know if you're going to be getting any points for it, but that's a wonderful little play there from the London Spitfire. Dragon Strike online as well, but they're not even going to need it. Just stopping them short. It was impressive from the Paris Eternal, the fact that they were able to bit of sustain here. The hack onto Pistola just to try and keep them from at least playing the point up. Now the EMP connects. That Snaga again going to be locked down to the ground. The rocket connects onto Spark. Are you kidding me? And Shax falls as well. Off to the side. That concussion blast almost taking him out. And the rockets, the barrage, it's all committed. Still, the appropriate response is there as London are going to be locking him down with that defense matrix. Molfig was tracking it expertly. An opportunity, a window for them to now come back into this one. No way, no way.
It's no way! The turret! There's no chance! What am I witnessing? He was about to get hacked again, though. They're trying to take him out. So many resources expended.
Now, this time Pistola, though, doing a very good job of just protecting him up, eating up the damage that was going towards him. It's going to be the D-Mech, and I think after that, I mean, listen, I won't tell anyone if you won't, Molf. I mean, we don't have to talk about it.
Yeah, we won't mention it.
We won't mention it.
Clips.
No,
I promise.
Somehow the positioning's been flipped around, but he's just playing by himself. Yeah, he's just gone for the direct rockets from the low ground angle. Very difficult maneuver, but somehow confident enough that it will work out. With Reaper down in the D-Mech, 10 seconds remaining, Josh. It is probably going to be quite a bit of a pitfall end here.
Yep, much like penalties against Italy, it is not coming home today. The London Spitfire, it seems, have an inexorable march towards the Bread Bowl at 0-15. But the Paris Eternal do manage to find another win, which finishes out their regular season at 8-8. No one expected Paris to be a 500 team.